And we are live from the Workbench tonight. I've just noticed there's a few in the chat. We've got John Alex Scale Modeling. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Johan, hi there. Nice to see you too. Sam, always a pleasure for you to join me here on the bench. And we have Ian Button. Nice to see you too. So, why am I here tonight? Nothing really. I just thought that I would just do a bit of an update. As you know, that I went to Airfix 2 weeks ago, which was an incredible time. I learned so much about the brand. I put out some ideas and some thoughts I had about Humbrol, though I am a little bit excited about what they're bringing to the table in the next few months. In particular, I think it's on my desk behind. We have some of these, which are the new acrylic Gen 2s, which I don't like the idea of Gen 2 because you kind of think, there's going to be a Gen 3 and a Gen 4. And, if you're like me, I go out and I buy ranges of paint. I actually go and buy the works. As you know, I've got the whole range of Tamiya, got the whole range of Vallejo, and I've got a few bits of Hataka, which particularly I do use Hataka quite a lot. Hi Rock Chip Beauty, and hi Dan, nice to see you. A few in the chat as well, which is good. Any questions, please put them here and I'll answer. But yeah, and I explained, my thoughts on Humbrol. There is a video out there somewhere of me laying it down thick to Humbrol, which I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed about, but I just wanted to get something off my chest. And if somebody does have a version of that, I know Gary Stuff, bless him, has put a video out of is there a future for the brand of Humbrol, but he didn't put up my question. He just put, in words, is there a future of the brand to change Humbrol to actually Airfix, which I think would, for me personally, I think that will be their get out of jail free card. Because Tamiya do their own paint range, Revel do their own paint range, Italeri do their own paint range, and they've already got accessory ranges as well. And the reason I buy Tamiya is because the kits are good. I expect the tools to be good as well. So you've got that sort of push and pull of that. Hi Jeff Light, nice to see you, and Model Officer, nice to see you too. Have you found that glue yet, Moz? Yeah, I was absolutely blown away. Which brings me on to, I went to Thornbury to the Avon IPMS model show that I went to. Fantastic time. If I met you there, thanks for coming to see me. If you saw me, you would have got a patch. But I actually went to buy this stuff here because I love it and I want some more of it. And I want one that's like this, and I want to keep one on the bench that I can use a cap for. And the reason is because I've come to a conclusion that this is one of the better glues out there, and I want to start using my little dabber brush again, because I think these little micro brushes are brilliant for gluing in really hard to reach places. These are from Flexifile, I think they're called. Brilliant, and you can adjust the size of the brush. And but I think I want one of these so I can dunk in here and have and have it screwed in. But at the moment I've got it so that we use the old nipple. You'll probably find me tonight dibbing in and dibbing out. But yeah, hiya Harry Marwick, nice to see you too. They did. Airfix did have their own paint years ago, and in fact, I've seen pictures online of that paint because it used to come in either a white or a black pot. And I just feel that the brand Humbrol is just so outdated, and nobody trusts it. And I just feel that maybe they should dump the brand and just change it and and just put out there, relaunch as Airfix paint and accessories. But as if you watch Gary Stuff's video and if you watch Model Officer's video, they have said that the brand is not going anywhere and they're going to keep using the brand. So fair enough. But I don't know the full ins and outs. They may have a market outside of scale model kits. I don't think they do. Have you, be honest, thinking about it, have you ever seen Humbrol in a craft shop anywhere? I'm not talking, I'm talking a real legit craft shop. I haven't. But I don't know. I don't really know. Dan Usher, Little Human, number 4, has put the sticker on his toolbox. Was that you I met, Dan? Was it with your lads? Could you say yes? Because I was trying to. I've given out so many kits and so many and patches and and stickers that I wasn't too sure who I was talking to. So I do apologise. You know, I I do find myself quite embarrassed when I don't know who somebody is. So if that was you, that's brilliant. Um, the full range in my local model show was really. So where's your local model show? Because I said there was 20 dealers there. All right, not all of them were selling model accessory stuff, but the ones that did had nothing Humbrol, and I mean zilch. I mean, I shit you not. There was nothing there. No glues, no primers. There was nothing Humbrol at these dealers, and I asked the question, you know, because I'm nosy like that. I said, why don't you have it? And they gave various reasons. One is the buy-in. You know, they can buy from Tamiya, they can buy from other companies, and the buy-in's £150 order. And somebody was saying that with Humbrol, it's at 1,500, and you have to buy the complete range. You can't just pick the paints that you want, and you have to put the paints in their display. You know, there was so many different reasons, and they just said, and to be fair, people don't buy the paints, you know, they do, you know, so they've got a lot of work to do, which is really good. Model officer, yeah, rare to see at a show, true. Well, it was. I was absolutely gobsmacked. Hi, model kit stuff, nice to see you. By the way, if you do want to jump in and model build with me tonight, there is a live stream link, but if you could PM me on Discord or somewhere, I'll send you the link to join in if you really wish to. Oh yeah, the UH1 and CH47 Frank. That's good. That's good. But with the demise of Model Zone, no. Sorry, James, I don't quite get that. What's that? The problem with Humbrol acrylics, and I'll just click this one out because that's quite interesting. The problem with Humbrol acrylics is consistency, and their pigment. It simply isn't there. It's either like water or glue. I totally get that, but I've got some of the Gen 2 here. Can you hear that? They seem to have the same consistency. So, you know, hopefully, as I said, don't get me wrong, I've got this red one here, and it's solid. Absolutely solid. I'm giving it a good Port Vale here, and there's, you know, it's you know, it's going to be a thick paint. And in a drop, I don't mind if it's like this, because you can then take it out of the pot, add a little bit, put it on your paint tray like this. You know, put a bit in, add a bit of water or a bit of thinners or whatever you want to use, and you can spread it out. But yeah, I was. It is, but they are working on it, and I do believe the guys. I really do. Um, what am I looking at? Busy with the interior. My 10-year-old daughter loved this kit, but preferred the Red Arrow. Humbrol paints as Model Zone were main supplier. Is that right? Right, okay. Model Zone, was it? Well, they're made in the UK. And the other question I should have asked was, is the starter set paints that you get in the starter set proper Humbrol paints from the UK? Or are they getting them made in India to put in the starter set paint? That's another question. But yeah, but ultimately, I'm building this starter set Spitfire, and the only reason I'm rebuilding another one building another one is the Frome Model Center have given me this stuff, which is scale model supply, and these are lacquer, and these are ready for airbrush. They've given me 3 colors, so dark green. Sorry, it says RAAF because the problem is it's an Australian company, so it's the Royal Australian Air Force, if I'm right. So you got a dark green, a dark earth to try, and the sky blue, which I think is a little bit too light, but we're going to have a go with it anyway. So the idea is to quickly build up this starter set, Then I'm going to do a video review of these SMS paints. Then I'm going to build another one of these to do the acrylic Gen 2 paints as well. So that's where we're at with that one. Have they got mixing balls? Let's have a look. Show. Have they got mixing balls, whatever they're called? Well, these ones, no, because they don't need to be. They're quite thin. And as I said, you could put it, you know, in your Hataka lacquer shaker, or as I call it, my Port Vela, and give them a good shake. But they are pre-mixed, and they should go straight into your airbrush. And they feel, just by looking at them, I think they are a tad thinner than the Vallejo. So if you used to Vallejo, when you kind of added an extra 5% thinner to it before you put it through your airbrush, I think they're going to be spot on to that. So okay, yes, Moss, they are made in the UK in the same factory for the starter set. So you're telling me that they mix the paint there, then they send it over to India to put into the starter set? That's what I was asking. I wasn't too sure. I agree. Humbrol paints don't suit dropper bottles currently, but the Gen 2 ones, I think you're going to be blown away with. I think if you want to look at a video, not now, but because you're looking at me, but but if you can, go to LPJ Models. He's done a phenomenal review of these paints. He had a bit of a problem with the black, but you know, tiny steps. Hopefully they'll do really well. SMS may need some Mr. Hobby self-leveling thinners in this heat. Yeah, that's a good shout. But fortunately, my work area is quite cool. I can sit in here. If the computer switched off, believe it or not, it's quite cool in this room. If the computer's on, it's quite warm. So the idea is just to build this kit up, and then use it as a guinea pig, as a mule for the trial of these. I don't want to drop that. So you want to know what the Concorde's doing? The Concorde is doing all right. First time I had a pot in my stash of this gloss 16, which is what I need to do the tail on. So as soon as I've done that, that will be finished, and I'm going to start putting the decals on for the windows, do the undercarriage, and this will go into the library where my models go, so people can look at it. But the decals have gone down quite good, actually, on here. Don't worry about the windows there, because the windows will have a decal put on top of it anyway. But they have gone down quite well. The front nose needs a bit of a touch up with some paint. But yeah, and also, shockingly, I've lost this bit here. I cut the decal down, as you can see, and I thought I'll keep the other side safe. And can I fucking find it? I have looked everywhere in my room. I haven't chucked it, but I put it here because also there's a bit of a curve on it, and I thought I'll leave that to flatten. And can I fucking find it? I can't. So if not, I'm going to just have to paint that in and then put the window decals on, which I'm going to use the silver ones on here. And then that'll be that job done. But that's drying at the moment. I'll give that another coat tomorrow of the enamel, the gloss enamel. So I don't brush with this normally. So yeah. Lost me with airbrushing as a hairy stick. Yeah, got to use a hairy stick for these things. So that's the idea, is to build this kit up, and we're going to got some of my favorite. I've got two of my favorite primers. Where are they two? Where's the other primer two? I can't find the other primer a minute. Where have I done with that? Where's that bag gone? Yeah, I can't find it anyway. Don't matter. But so I'll give it a coat of this acrylic primer. I love this stuff. People, I think, if you never tried it, go buy some, go try it, come back to me with a smile on your face, because I guarantee you will. This is a really good product from Airfix. All the other one is the Tamiya, which I can't bloody find. I'm having a nightmare today. Oh, there it is, in this box. Yeah, yeah, there it is. And or use some of this. This was quite cheap actually at Thornbury. It was £8 from, what's the company called again? Where's that? That's not that. No, I didn't put anything in there. but what's it called again? A Brooks Project. So that was £8, and I bought some more of my favourite clamps as well. There's two types of these clamps, and these ones have got like a real rubber feel to them. Sometimes they're just plastic. These have got a nice rubber feel, so they don't seem to slip. So I got a load of them, 30p each, which was a bargain. And some of these as well. Normally I've got the blue ones, but I've got some red ones this time. That's a bit of a change. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Can't join you, Mars. Off the bed shortly. Is up at 4. No worries, mate. SMS needs some hobby. Self-level fit. I saw that message. Fencer, how do the Chengdu acrylics compare price-wise to other paints in dropper bottles? Good luck with the build. I don't think they've released prices on these. If somebody does know, if they can look it up for me, I don't think they have. Yeah. Hi, Model Magic. Nice to see you. Adam Boots. Nice to see you. And Hobby Time. Hi, nice to see you too. Hi, Anfield Road Layout. Nice to see you too. So yeah, story of my life for that, John Alec. What's that? Plastic Monkey can't spell now. Yeah. So I don't know. I have no idea what the pricing are of these, but what are these normally? Are these like £2.49? You get 40 mil, but I know that that Tamiya is £1.89 in the local shops. £1.89 for Tamiya paint, and these are, I think these are £2.49, and you get 2 milliliter more, because I think the Tamiya ones are 12 milliliter. So I don't think it's overly different in price. I tried to buy another one of these as well. These are the Nielsen blades, knives. I'm trying to get them. If anyone knows where you can buy them to, let me know. These are a quality, nice, robust knife. They've got some weight to them. Easy to change a blade. You just twist the handle and push it in, take the blade out, twist it, and you're locked in. But I love these blades. I'm also looking, if anybody knows what knife these are like a scalpel knife with a plastic handle. I've had this one for about a year. It came with some sort of, I bought a job lot of kits, and there's 2 of these in the bottom of the box with some paints, but I'm trying to get hold of these because these are brilliant for scraping, and they keep their edge really well. So if anybody knows where I can get these type of knives from, which I presume are like disposable scalpels, leave a comment or leave a comment or a link in the comments, like, you know, if you can. Brilliant. So hi, Morrowind ES19, and did Nev catch you on film, Hobby Time, on Monday's vid? Right. Yeah, Johan, we'll do another stream. It was just a late one for me, really. I just thought I'd jump on and start building this, really, because I'm desperate to get the to get these tested, because I think they look pretty cool. So I'm not bothered about detail inside. It's just one straight build. I don't need this, do I? I'm not even going to bother with the pilot. It's just one complete quick build, and then I can start by, you know, guinea pigging with that. So yeah, any questions or anything, give us a shout. But this is what I'm building tonight. Now, what I do need, that's my, let's take this one out. Loads of plastic again. So we'll just take that out. Bin that, bin that, bin that. I don't need these, but I'll keep these spare. You never know when you're going to need some of the starter set paints. So that's cool. Brilliant. Oh, what's happening on there? Good. Right. So, by the way, the SMS stuff, just quickly, because I'm going to review this anyway. This is the book. Come with lots of different colours. The range is a little bit small at the moment, but I'm assuming they'll go bigger. These are kids. Then they've brought out like these. If you're doing like model cars and stuff, there's some pearlescent stuff there, and it does look good. Now, which one was it that I've got a friend called Neil at Model Club, and I was talking to him today because he's got some of these, and I think it was the Hyperchrome Gold. he said for chrome, SMS is this one here. He said he's used it because he got it from the model shed up near Ilminster Way. He said this is the dog's bollocks. He said the only thing is with this stuff is you got to do it in dust coats. So start off really just give it a little dust, and so you get to bite. Give it another couple of coats of dust in, and then you can go in a little bit harder with it. But he said this was the dog's bollocks. So I believe Neil when he says things. So when I next got to the model shed or got to Frome, I'll have a look and see what's available up there. So let's have a quick looky here. So the instructions should be easy on this one. Can't expect too much on it. Right. So basically, you're putting two fuselages together. So I need to get my slippers out from the tool case. Somebody asked me about these the other day. I was given a set of these, and then I was given two sets. This is Vulcan. You can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link in description later on. And they are like God hands, but they're about 35 quid, something like that. They are apps. These are my favorite ones now. My Tamiya were up there, but I think these are very sound. But you can see that they cut so lovely, really sweet. Boom, straight through, no issue. Those are push. You don't have to squeeze that hard, to be honest. It's absolutely lovely to cut with these. What's the record in building a Spitfire starter set then from scratch? Oops. Has anyone done a record? What's the quickest way of doing one of these? Have to go bod build Moz. Have a good build Moz off to bed. Nice to see you, Mod Officer. Nice to see you. Soda Blasting is messy. Hi, Call Me V. Nice to see you. Morrowind. I'll be making a Tallery models. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, these instructions are epic. These are. Tell you exactly where to glue. Tells you everything that you need in this one. Absolutely brilliant. So, location pins in, and then look at that, easy peasy. So what I want to do is quickly trim these off a little bit because they're a little bit. Where's me? So this one here, curved knife straight through, go along and just gently scrape that away. Lovely. Perfect. Let's get a little bit of a little sand on that. Let's finish him off. Perfect. That 1, 2 underneath. Just trim that bit off. Cool. Trim this off. Perfect. Then this little nub here in it, yeah. Get the sanding stick out. I've got a thinner one here somewhere. There you go. Any questions, leave it on the chat or talk amongst yourselves. I use the same nippers as I foobarred my display ones. Yeah. Display. Waiting is the hardest part. My favourite nips are Tamiya ones. Yeah, I've got Tamiya ones. I like them as well. Tallery paints all the way from Spain. So yeah, I know Tallery did paints. I've been told they're very good. So if anybody can mention, if anybody knows that. But you kind of think that if a model company brings out their own paints, they're going to be good. And that was my argument about Humbrol. So it's got such it's sad really, because to be fair, some of Humbrol products are pretty good, but the number one reason for using Humbrol is the paint. And when it's not satisfaction, you don't get a good enough finish on it, you tend to shy away from using it again. Like, I don't use the gloss anymore, the gloss varnish, because it bit me on the ass completely. In the location points there, 1, 2, there you go. It clicks in. Bloody lovely. Hi John, really well, mate. Really well. Humbrol red cutting mats are a good, easy way to see the grey bits. Do you know what? That is brilliant. I think I'm gonna have to buy one. That's excellent. That. So. Excellent. That's a good idea. I never thought of that. Let's get some of that. So we know what the record is for building a starter set. My heart goes boom. I've got tons of kits just sitting around as well. Oh yeah, tons of kits. Kits of the future, mate. You never, I think we've all got a stash now after coronavirus, because we don't know when we're going to get it. I've got a ton of glues, apart from this bad boy, which is one of my favourites. One of my favourites. Maybe 4 hours for you, is it? That's good going. That's that one done. Do not glue. Is that supposed to go straight in there, is it? I can't remember now. Yeah, Tamiya. I've got the lacquer range as well, the Tamiya lacquer range. Yeah. Thinking about the Humbrol issue, it's poor brand image. Yeah, it is pretty poor. Which is a shame, really. As I said, they do have some good stuff. They do have some good stuff. Oh, I can't get it to sit in there. I'm done with that bit. So Carpet Monster's got it. Ah, bugger. Carpet Monster. Drop it on the floor. You hate it when the Carpet Monster's on one. It's dropped down here, didn't it? Probably ended up in the south of bloody France. Oh, joking me. Where's he to? I've lost that little bit of prop. Look at that. Live stream, and it just drops on the floor. I can't find it now. Oh, bollocks. Crap. Where the hell did that bounce to? It did fall off, didn't it? Yeah, I saw it bounce off. Well, that's it now. Bloody Carpet Monster's got that one. Looking around. Well, my record's not going to work like this. Oh well. We'll have to do the old-fashioned way. I'll find it later. It's not a problem. So that sits in there like that. I don't suppose I need the prop anyway because it's only this is only a test, isn't it? This isn't. I will have a look for it. It's somewhere down there anyway. But I haven't got time tonight. I need to get this built because tomorrow I want to film this. So right, let's chop off the top of the engine. Make sure it's all clean and tidy. It did fall off, didn't it? So you doubt your bloody self sometimes, don't you? Clean that up. That's nice, that. This side not looking too bad. Quick clean up. So that fits on there like so. That goes on there. Make sure it's central. Then dab a bit of glue in. Perfect. So cool. So what I'll do is if I do that first, click them all in. A little bit of the old extra thin in that part there. A little bit this side. Cool. Bit there. And then touch a bit on the top here. Cool. And then what I'll do is cover this in. Actually, I might just use this. This in here. Push that through the hole. Make sure it's central. Hold him. Just hold him there for a bit. He's central, yeah. Have a little bit more in there. Need him to set. Please make sure he's central. It's pretty central to me. Cool. Hold him there for a bit. If you ever place some cling film over the end of a Hoover tool, put a tiny hole in it, you'll find the part. Yeah, I've got to do that. Oh, it's gutting, isn't it, when you drop a little piece on the floor like that? It really does piss you off the rest of the night. Just dropped. I just went to separate the two bits, and then it just dropped. Bugger. Bite, you bugger. Is he gonna bite? Come on, bite. It's not biting, is it? It's not biting. Where's my lighter to? I've got a lighter here somewhere. Is that bit done? Now we're cooking on gas. Use some fine mesh fabric instead of cling film. No risk of fabric tearing like the cling film could. Yeah, I've got some mesh that I'll use and just hoover it up, get the bits up. I'll leave that to dry. Cool. Right, see that to dry. What's up? Wow, nice, nothing too bad. David, all good? Some tight wax wearing on Hoover, attachment joint 2. Yeah. I can't believe it. Just honestly, I sweat flick, and I thought, oh, I just landed by my feet, and then I looked down and fucking gone. Gone. I'll find it later anyway. It's like the floor's pretty clean anyway, so it must be. And it's red carpet as well, so it should just show up. So I've done that many times, and now I can't find it. Bastards. Right, so that's that bit done, and that's closed up. Good. Then we've got to whack on the wings and the seat now. So no painting required on this one, just basically push it all together and away we go. Okay. I'll central that now, that's just good. Right, so next stage in this operation is the wings. Get these nice and tight. So there you go, 8 in. Boom. Don't think it hardly any pressure, these. Really good. Really good. Oops, I'm not cut. I thought I cut that one. Really, really nice. I've not made a plane in a while. I'm on the tanks. Yeah, I'm tempted to go on some tanks. I haven't done a tank for a while. I think it's time I did a few tanks on the channel. I did that JS3, didn't I? Which was that's all that for a Vinci Classic. I thought that was a really good build. Really good build. Thoroughly enjoyed building that. Got a bit of hate at the time because it was Soviet, and because it just I released it at the wrong time because it was released. It was released as the Ukraine was getting attacked by Russians, and I was trying to explain to people that this is Soviet. This is World War, just after World War II. It's not the tanks that are being used by the Russians, though they should be using them because the tanks they've got at the moment look pretty crap. Oh, got a bit too much there. Right, so just saying, should be a seat here somewhere. What's that one there? Seat. Straight in. Whoops, cut from the top end. When I went to Airfix, they were explaining that they've got a 5-year plan on starter sets. So at the moment, they are pushing the builds of starter sets, which is a good thing. So that basically, you know, they want a decent range of starter sets. So that's what they're doing. They are building and they, you know, they've done. They've got 7 in the range now, haven't they? It hasn't blocked up again, is it? You're shitting me. That can't have blocked up. That does surprise me. That blocked up so quick. Yeah, so they're so they've done the tanks, haven't they? Didn't they do a Tiger as a starter set? Am I right? They did a Tiger as a starter set. I've got them here. The Sherman Firefly they did as a starter set. Then they do a Tiger one as a starter set. Then they've got the Bugatti Chiron, the Piaggio Hara, whatever it's called. There's 2. They did the Spitfire 5C, which is that one there we're doing. So there's 5. Red Arrow 6. And they've got the Jag coming, haven't they? So there's 7 kits so far in their starter set range. So that's good. Legendary, run out of tanks, T-34s are coming back out. I saw they're doing a new E-Type Jag. It's about time that got a redo. Yeah, but it's not the same scale though, is it? I think it's I think the original one is 132, which I've got it on my desk actually because I took it to a model club and somebody had ruined it. That's the 132 that I built as a this was the spray can challenge when everything on here was sprayed with a spray can. Apart from the little chrome inside there, you can see the little chrome bits. I use a chrome pen on the chrome. But I wasn't allowed to use just normal paint. It had to be acrylics and stuff. And I thought it had to be spray cans. And I thought it'd done a really good job with it. But somebody had caught the roof on it, because it's only PVA in it, and the glass fell off there. So so it'd be a little bit smaller than that one. But still. Yeah, Tiger 1, Sherman Fly. So yeah, they had a good range of. They've done quite a good range of kits, haven't they? So. Right now, we need to put the wings on. I was going to, as a challenge, use the tough paste glue you get with this, but I thought, sod it, I'd use I'll use this stuff here. I've got on the bench. Well, it's the wrong way around, isn't it? It's better. Numpty. Oh, lovely jubbly. Right. Straight through. Come on. You are pissing me off now. This isn't. You go. Twat. So I'm thinking ahead, actually. It should be there, shouldn't it? Yeah. In that gap there. Knobbies. Not thinking. It's the trouble. Not thinking. There you go. Done there. Done. The only thing that makes the Firefly different is a 17-pounder gun. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Sounds about right. 2 secs. It's glued in. Nicely done. And then we need the other. There it is. That's me. Thing. I'm thinking tired. I tell you what, I'm tired. So I want to get this built ready for tomorrow so then I can do the paint review. Cool. Nice and easy. Straight through there. Come on. There you go. On the edge. Whoops. Come on. Can you bugger? Perfect. Marvelous. Is that my doorbell? Hello? No, not here. Number 11. Next to the English one. Next to the road. Next to the This next to the hill. Next to the road up there. Could have had a free pizza then. Oh, we could have had a free pizza. Ah, right. Shermans are known as Ransons or Tommy Cookers as they all used to combat. So, right, so that's glued in nice. Leave that to dry. Coolio. So, that's on. And then you're supposed to paint that, but I can't be bothered tonight because we're not doing that. That then slots on there beautifully. Oh, it does fit nice, doesn't it? Perfect. Video extra thin down the groove there. Cool. Turn them around. Bit in there. Cool. That's that done. Leave that to dry. Obviously, I'll sand this all up before I do it. And then you've got the 2 side wings. And then there. In there. Perfect. The old stick. Sand that down. Pretty nice. got to be flat in it. It's flat now. Cool, record champ, this one. Yeah. Legend, absolute legend. No, it was pizza delivery. I said, you ordered? And I said, no. It said, is this such and such? And I said, no, you want the other one, mate. That's up the road. Up the road. Right. Whoops. It's got to fit on there now. Come on. Out you come. Perfect. That's that one. So he goes on here like, it's all the way around like so, and he pops. Perfect. Then spin him around. Little bit of glue. He'll slot in there. Then push together, innit? Come on. Back out. Push him in there. And it should just stick. Perfect. There he is. In he goes. So that's that one done. Put a little bit more in that gap there. And a little bit. Just brush him out a little bit. Cool. So that one straight. So there's that bit done. Perfect. That's basically the plane almost built. Incredible fast, isn't it? Incredible fast. How the lightning go was? Oh, the lightning, yeah. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. It's all together. And I was waiting for the paints to come for the scheme I'm doing. The decals are here as well. Have I got the white box? It's up in the attic, but it is to be done, which will make it my third lightning that I've built. Yeah, I got a bit sidetracked with the Concorde, to be honest, and then I've not built really for about a month, all told. Are FX making more starter kits? Yes, they are, and I think you're going to see a big. They're going to have a nice range of starter sets. They really are. You will not be disappointed, I can assure you. So I'm just going to get to this far with this one, I think. I think what I'm going to do is I'll put in the little pieces here which I needed, which is the air intake. Not the air, it's not the air intake, is it? So this bit here will go on there, and then we'll glue that in, which is good. Whoops. Just moved it a little bit. Come on, there you go, slot in there. That slots in. Down the side. Down this side. Cool. So these all slotted in. And you've got that's that piece there, isn't it? Yeah. That front piece goes in there. So this piece here, just cut him out. So it's just want a real simple build so I can just test these paints on. And I'm doing it really quickly, really roughly. So it should be built by the end of this live stream. How long have I been going for? Been going about an hour, just under an hour. Cool. That's that one done. So little dab of no need for any cut it off actually. That piece there. I think that's pretty much it, apart from the area which we put on last anyway. What goes in there? Such a well thought out kit this for a starter set. If you want to build, if this is your first Spitfire, you're gonna have it's gonna be a joy. It's gonna be a joy. So it goes around that way. So a little bit. This is, as I said, the only crux of it is that crappy cement that you still get with this kit. But that's a debate for another time. You lost it to the carpet monster again. Then where's me tweezers gone? There they are. Try not to use tweezers, but here you go. Oh, come on, come on. You are joking me. Oh, put a bit more glue in there. Make it proper wet. That's it. Twist him around. Pick him up. I met the guy who does the instructions as well, and he's a really, really nice guy. He was saying that he worked really hard on these instructions for this kit to make it easier. Oh, we got the spammers in, block user. So, any of you moderators just block the dating site, best adult dating site palaver for me. Try blocking him, but somebody else already blocked him. Yeah, because somebody get rid of somebody. You got to have a moderator. You got a moderator on here, and you just bin him if you can, if that's okay. I think he's gone there. Let me just double check on here. Just log this up so I can see what's going on. Yeah, thanks John for deleting that. Brilliant. Thanks James. Thanks John for getting rid of their messages. Looking at this year's releases, I guess a Gulf War Buccaneer and a new tooled Royal Naval Phantom in 1/48 scale, and a Spitfire Mark 8 and 1/24. Mark 9 it is. Mark 9. It is Mark 9, isn't it? Yeah. 1X, isn't it? Yeah, it's Mark 9, that is. Gonna make an aardvark and take it home to Upper Hayford as you inspired me with the Lightning Quest. Yeah. I will have a look. I am going to do it, but it's just because it's a big project and I want it done properly. So I ordered the correct, the correct greys and blues and skies and everything for it, and they came and I just put it on the shelf there and didn't even look. So, but yeah. Hi PJ Lewis, nice to see you. I know Airfix have put up a price for the Victor per order. But oh yeah. So what's that? I know. Why is that coming up there? Get rid of that. Why is that coming up? That shouldn't be coming up. I don't know the software very well. Oh dear me. But you've got to be a subscriber for at least 10 minutes before you can do things like that. Yeah, fair enough. If you collect notifications, select the bell and select all, it will notify you when I come online and stuff. So, but yeah, this is all pretty much done to a T now, I think. Just need to tidy up this a little bit. Oh, so tired. I'm going to the Titanic exhibition in Exeter tomorrow. I think it's at the Corn Exchange. I'm interested in the Titanic, so that'd be interesting to see. I want to go to, is it Belfast, where they've got the actual display there, and the cranes and everything else. Let's use I think we're pretty much done here, aren't we? Really. I think a little going over with some primer. Let me just let's show some space here. Oh, the mess! Oh, the mess! And I did have some. I can go over there. Oh. Oh. That's better, isn't it? With a good port veil. Hi, Plastic Monkey. Yeah, Monkey, great seeing you on Sunday. Well, so look, so you close to Esther, are you done? So. There you go. Actually ready. Perfect. There you go, just a slight dust in. And it dries quite quick as well. So that's all primed, ready to go for tomorrow. Just a really quick build, nothing too fancy on this one. Yeah, don't want too bad. Hi, Ice Queen. Nice to see you too, mate. It was good. Titanic Expo in Belfast is brilliant. Was there a few years ago. Yeah, I can't wait. Model Magic Breakfast Time. Were you in Australia? Are you? Yeah, you're in Australia, aren't you? Believe I should have just suggested that pizza. Come back and bite me on the ass or that sort of thing. But you see, this primer though, it does cover really, really well. Covers a load of, it does go on quite well. It's dry already. Yeah. So this will be ready for when as I say, it's a really quick. It's a what do I call it? I've used this as a bit of a guinea pig, so I could try these out on the airbrush. So you don't need to You don't need to pre-thin these. They're already thinned and they go straight in the airbrush. But they're going to be fun to use, I think, just to see what they're like. But yeah, this is my little guinea pig, and we'll get it all ready for. I say it's all primed now, ready. So we'll have a go with those airbrush. And put these SMS through the airbrush and see how we get on. It's Nigel's modelling bench. Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. The sea nice. Is that dry? Yeah. The primer's already dry. There you go. Pretty happy with that. It was. Oh, yeah, you must have met them as well. Michael Jack, Max's Models. You've lost me there. Max's Models. I always buy the starter set before making a big model. Yeah. Yeah. Just looking through now. This software is pretty good, isn't it? This live string, or what's it called, StreamYards. I pay for it, £30 a month. It seems to be easy. You can add people to it and do whatever, like, you know. But yeah, I'm really, as I said, I do like this primer. I really do. So this one or this one, I think this one's like £8. I think this one's coming on to about 11 quid. But come on, camera. I do like it. I think it's a really, really good primer to use. It's time to get rid of that again. The love chat stuff. Is that all right? Brilliant. Somebody's deleted that. Well done, Module Magic. I suppose I need to add some more moderators. We always get them, don't we? We always do get them. They come and they go, don't they? Hey, somebody modelling like me. I only build flying planes. There you go. Perfect. Well, I do think you will do all right with the starter sets from FX. They are coming through thick and fast. The Gen 2s, we'll see how it goes with them. As I said, I have got some here. I don't think they really give me colours for doing a Spitfire. I think they're all random colours they've given us. What's this? This is sky. This is sky. So that's the difference. See, this one's supposed to be sky blue, and this is supposed to be, but the colours are totally different. I think you can see it on the camera. Sorry, but it's more of a white, that one, than but we've got the dark green and we've got the dark earth. So I'll just do them and do like a cheapy little Spitfire. Oh, thank you very much, Stunt Hanger. I really appreciate that. If you email me your address, I will send you the zine that I had, which they're in print at the moment. As you don't know, I made a zine up, which you can download now if you look on the Facebook group, which is the Scale Model Club, or look on my page, the Moz 6510 page. There is a link to this on there. In fact, if I go here now and right click, copy, and bang on here, why does that come up? There you go. You can download this one. The next one's in production, which I'm quite pleased about, which is all coming on. This is the second one that I haven't quite finished one yet, but I've been working hard, putting some thoughts together, some notes, you know, so that there's a few pages to do, and that. So this one's coming through, so that will be ready probably by the end of the month, and then I'll be basically doing the putting them out to subscribers, and basically I get them printed. They cost me around £60 to get 100 printed, and then to post them all out is 80p each. But I'm willing to do that to subscribers as a thank you for becoming members, and etc. So right, yeah, that was quite a good joke, that, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the front page. I'm really proud of my zine, because basically what I do is I just put some articles together. I wrote down some thoughts. This is a really good story, because nowadays Airfix use 3D scanners, don't they? And they were tempted to get a helicopter to go out to the ship HMS Tiger and take pictures with the helicopter. It was no expense spared, sort of thing. But there's a story. So I found this story in the Airfix magazine from 1960. So cheekily, I copied it and put it in there because I thought it was worth. It is a condensed version, because I cut some of the information out that wasn't really viable on this. But if you have the original magazine, you'll see it. But it's and a guide to the decal solution that I use. Michael Set, Michael Soul. Buffers Model Railway get an advert because they've been really kind to me. They've given me some products to try to test. In fact, they gave me this kit to build, and I go into the history of that kit because it was a freebie from the Sunday Telegraph, this hurricane, and it actually tells you, it explains in there that it was a voucher that you could take to a shop, and I think it was Toys R Us, and there was 15,000 of these sent out apparently, and but it came up nice. It was a nice build. And then this page here explains about what Moss is, the reason behind the name, my 12 scale modeling laws on the back page, and then you have the back page, but you can read it. And if you send me your address, I'll send you a physical copy out as well. RAAF colours are very different, I know. I just want to try them out. That's the only reason. I've got a green, and I got a green and an earth, just to try them out to see how well they go down. And it's just, as I said, I'm using a dummy, a guinea pig really, which is this kit here, which is a starter set Spitfire that I've hobbled together quickly. I've done it in an hour basically, and primed it all within an hour, so I can try it and see how it goes down. So right then, don't hear that name much these days. What name's that, Dan? So you build balsa models, do you, stunt hanger? You build like flyable machines with engines and stuff. That's a joke. Going back, Zine 2's on its way, which as I said, it's basically just cutting things out, pasting it, some thoughts and whatever. To release or retool, would a modeler really give a shit? And that's some thoughts on whether we should retool, or it's just some random stuff from me, really. Toys R Us, yeah, Toys R Us. That was tragic, but they never played the game, did they? Toys R Us had the opportunity to become a Games Workshop. What do you mean, Moz? What are you on about? Well, they could have hit the gaming market, because you could get Pokemon cards and you can get all that Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. They should have had table games. They should have had hobbycraft days where you could build your Lego or build a model kit, and you know what I mean. They could have. There's so much they could have done to save themselves, but they didn't. And also, they were just a little bit too expensive. That was the problem. They were just that little bit too expensive for the average person. Yeah. Tell me about it with Spitfires. That's one of my rules, isn't it? One of my 12 modeling laws. which was Airfix will release another fucking Spitfire, and you will probably fucking build it. There you go. We all like a Spitfire. But to build that in an hour, it's not bad going, is it? Not bad going at all. But hopefully I'm going to do these live sessions a bit more. So if you do want to come and join, and if you want to be sit there chatting and doing things like that, thank you very much, James. I don't know where these spammers are coming from tonight, but they seem to be in fits. I wonder if I could change it. Change how long you got to be a subscriber for 20 minutes or something before you can start doing these sort of things. But this is the sort of thing that YouTube should be sorting out. Why have lovechat.xyz, which is a website address, as a username? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Spitfires are great. However, Spitfire, Seafire. Yeah, more moderators. I've got quite a few in here now anyway, moderators. And like I said, if you come and join in the chat 3 or 4 times, I tend to add you as a moderator anyway. If you've got a channel yourself, I add you as a moderator anyway, because you're a trusted person. So there's no if you're not a moderator, there's a reason why. But if you've got your own channel, and if I watch you, you become a moderator. Simple as. The new A to Z model Seafang. What's that like? Is that any good? Just close that a minute. A to Z models. That there. You say A to Z models, yeah? Let's have a look at it, shall we? AZ models. What do you say it was? It was the Seafang, the Seafaring, the Seafire, is it? Seafang, A to Z model Seafang. Is that the St Mary Cornwall one, is it? Trumpeter do it as well, do they? But is AZ Models their own, or is that a Trumpeter Rebox? Is that it there? Is that the one you're building? Yeah, I've got the Airfix. I have the Airfix calendar on my screen on my screen. Is that the one? Says it's a new tool. New tool in 28. No, new decals for the. If it's the Seafang F Mark, the Seafang Fighter Mark 31. That's not. I've got that in the stash, that Spitfire float plane. I've got that in the stash. It's not all that. Yeah, cheers, Nigel. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. I think the PM model Spitfire float plane is interesting one. I personally like it. I don't think it's all that, though, to be fair. PM models. Oh, let's spell PM models wrong. Float. Spitfire. It's a Spitfire float plane, isn't it? Oh, come on. Spitfire. And it's a kit, and it's 172, and it's by PM Models. We can find PM Models here. PM Models. I have got that kit in the stash. Not here. It's up at the ranch at the moment. I think it's one I'm going to put up for sale. Yeah, they did it in 2009, which is the version that I've got. That's the version that I've got up in the stash. And so they have released it again in 2020, but it's just a new box. It's just a new box. What are they like, those AZ models in Captain VFC? Are they pretty good then, yeah? Yeah, the PM216. I've got the 2009 version in my stash, and it isn't all that. It's Hillary, but where are you based then, Morrowind? Because Jadlams sell tons of Italy models, don't they? I'm sure they do. PJ Lewis, not an Airfix fan, so I won't be buying, building any of the Spitfires. Mr. Lewis, I will send you, if you're in this country, are you in the UK? If you're in the UK, I will send you a new tooled Airfix kit that's been around for the last, I'll tell you what, I will send you the F4 Wildcat they do, right, to build, right? And yeah, and I will and you tell me if it's crap. As long as you're in the UK, I'll send it to you. What did you find with that Spitfire Mark III float plane, James? Did you like it? Because I thought it looked a bit hideous from when I took it out of the box. I didn't think the plastic was all that. Yeah, it's coming out November time, Nigel. That was they are looking at a November release, so ready for Christmas, which I think was like the Hellcat. They were able to get that out, but that's what I got that impression it was November time. So but seeing it up there again, you know, it broke, you know, it brings such joy to my heart that I think the Anson's due out as well around that time as well. So, but yeah, you're going to love that 1-24 Spitfire. So email me your address, PJ Lewis, and I will send you a Wildcat, and you build it and come back to me, because that is a really good kit. Actually, is it the Wildcat I've got up there? Yeah, I've got two. There's two that I've got to send kits to. So yeah, let me get it down a minute, because I've got two of these buggers. Because I pre-ordered one. I pre-ordered one by mistake, and then I got sent one. Yeah, I can't. I think you'll find, Nigel, that the details up there. It's definitely worth looking at. Definitely. So hang on, let me just get rid of this a minute. When was this one done? Actually, let me just quickly look. Wildcat, isn't it? Wildcat. The Wildcat. And then we want kits. We want 172, and we want Airfix. So which one's this one? This one is this is the latest one, I think, as well. This is the 2022 one. Yeah, this one that I've got here in my hand. When was it tooled? 2015, 2016. It was new parts. But yeah, if we just close this, I don't need to share this anymore. Stop the screen share. This is the new one. This is because as I say, I ordered two because I wanted to buy one for somebody. But if you email me, I will send you this for you to try. I won't open it, but the plastic and the detail is cracking. The only thing that lets this kit down, and I'll be honest with you, this is how I feel on it. You've got, if you want it to be airborne, you've got no worries. But if you want it with the gearing down, the undercarriage, so it's thing, you've got to build it first. So you build the cockpit up, then you've got, if you're going to have it with gearing down, you've got to build all this first and then glue it all together with it in place. That's the only crap thing. So it makes it a little bit more harder to paint it and do it. So, but yeah, and the decals for the Wildcat, beautiful. Okay. So if you want that kit, PJ, I'll send it to you as a gift. And I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in a Moz Models patch for you as well. So send me your address and I'll send that to you free of charge. All right. And then come back to me with your thoughts on graphics. Cheers, Stunt Hanger. If you like flying boats or airplanes, join me at night, USC. Can you send me a link to your channel, Stunt Hanger? And leave it in the comment below, and I'll go and subscribe to you, my friend. I'll go and subscribe to you. Better than the Armour Hobby. Is it really? I haven't got the Armour Hobby one, I don't think, in my stash. What have I got in my stash? Have I got an Armour Hobby one there? I'm just checking through now. Not that I can see. I have got an Armour Hobby kit somewhere, but no, I haven't got it here. It must be up in the loft. In the loft, that one. Let me just double check on. So much rubbish, man. So much rubbish. Let me just check on that Armour Hobby one I've got. No, it can't be here, I'm afraid. So I'll have to look at that. No. So, yeah. I don't really know much about that. The Airfix one is better because it has folding wings. That's correct. Yeah. The new tool Vulcan was awesome build, other than the soft plastic and sink marks. Have you got the Buccaneer yet, Nigel? Because that's good plastic on that one. Really good plastic. Can't wait to start the 148 Blenheim. It looks lovely. Yeah, totally get that. I was impressed with your build, Nigel. There's a lot of hours in watching that series, and I thought weathering was good underneath, really good. Ignore the haters, mate. I love the FX mystery bundle from January. Time to get through. Everyone should buy a mystery bundle. Yeah, I did a video on the mystery bundle. So, Bearcat, ultimate plane. No one does one in 172. Let me just double check that because I don't think they do. Share screen again. Share screen. That's the one I want in it. Yeah. So Bearcat. It's 172. Full kits. Yeah. Look at this. Hardly anyone does it. Oh, hang on. What's that one there? I haven't seen that one before. Oh, I lie. But I remember building the Bearcat, the Grummond one back in the day, and I would love it if somebody would build a new Bearcat. And there's one at RVF, no, in Duxford. there's a Bearcat in Duxford in the other hangar, in the what's it called hangar, the maintenance hangar. I would love somebody to bring out. See, Hasegawa does one. There's monogram. So going by age, oh, Bearcat, Hobby Boss have done one with new parts in. New parts. Oh, they've done one. Ah, forget it then. Forget me. I thought that I looked and I didn't see that one. I'm going to have to buy that kit. Oh, it's an easy assembly kit. Don't want one of them. It's like a starter kit with, but it's do you think so, Nigel? I think this is 148. This one here. I started building it and I stopped because it's just, yeah, decals in it, printed by Tech Mod. Yeah. No, let's see, that's 148. But it's very, very basic design. Not a lot of cockpit stuff or anything in there. It wasn't for me. I will have a go at building it at some point. But I think I would love a 172 scale Bearcat. But maybe, yeah, I think Bearcat would be a really good one. Because they haven't got a Bearcat in their range, FX. But yeah, I didn't see, but that's by and by. Just looking at ages now. Monogram again, 1967. So let's quickly go through the monogram one is, so the Hasegawa one is 1967 tooling. So all these, the Revel, the Hasegawa, is all 1967 tooling. So there you go. This one here. Let's have a look at this one. Attack Squadron. I don't know what's that one. 2014, that was a new tool. So that's 8 years, 9 years away. Art. Has anybody ever built art model? Anybody built art model? No. I don't know what the spam bots are doing. I don't know what the spam bots are doing tonight, but just delete them. Yeah, just ban them. Just ban them straight away. Just ban them. Just just ban them. And then I'll report them later. But yeah, the F8 F2 Bearcat. See, that one's, you know, has anybody built art model, by the way? Anyone built art model? Anyone? Because that would be a really good tool if they could build it. I think, as I said, I keep asking Airfix for one, whether they'll listen to me. Frog did theirs in 1975, and that's been done by Nova and Ogni in 1986. But yeah, I built that when I was a youngster. You know, it'd be interesting. Hi, MP Plastic, nice to see you. If anything like themes, Hellcat Bearcat extends from the Wildcat, then Sea Fury, which links to the Tempest theme. Use your power, Moz. Well, you know, just saying, if you, well, why not? I keep saying to Luke, and I keep saying Bearcat, and he kind of laughs at me. But the 148 model I've got here, it just doesn't float my boat. So, and you know that the Hasegawa one is basically, well, the last time it was released by that tooling was with the monogram tooling in 1967 was 2010 by Revell. There you go. That says it all, doesn't it? That says it all. Well, what's your thoughts on it? It'd be interesting to hear what you've got to say. You know, and that's the FAF1. But I think Bearcat would be a really good addition to. Really good addition. Yeah. I can only dream. Just tells you my address, and thanks for your generosity. No worries, mate. I'm people know that I'm a bit of an Airfix fanboy. Don't get me wrong, they produce some shit. I think their vintage classic range is phenomenal. I always get their vintage classic. I've got loads of vintage classics. I've just got the HMS Devonshire as well to have a go at some point. I seriously believe that they've got the best interest going for scale modelers all over. Just seeing this one up in my stash. I think I got this when I was there. Yeah, I bought this from the just shut this down. So Bearcat. So Bearcat. So if you see Airfix bring out a Bearcat, then I got this for £4.89. Vintage classic, and I think this is one of the best things that Airfix ever did, was not to bullshit or go around the bush. You know what you're getting. It's an old kit. It's not like Revell when they just basically rebox fucking kits that they never even tooled, man. And then and you don't know, but at least Airfix, open, honest. And I think did Tamiya do it as well now? They tell you when the kit was made. But this is the vintage classic. I got it for just under £5 at the Hornby shop. Oh. Let's have a look. There you go. Fun little kit to build, isn't it? And so you know what you're getting. It's a vintage classic. You're going to have to do some work on those wheels. And it's under £5. I bought it for under £5. Don't think much of those what's it called, figures, but at least you get 3 in this set. So Lord Bodford one, I finished light. No, I haven't finished my lightning yet. It's still there. Leave me be. It's all primed, and I've got to just paint it and do the decals on it. That's the plan on that one. But it's up in the white. I've got it in a white box upstairs. But the trouble is that there's so much I've got to do in my life anyway. At the moment, like, you know, with my work, and you know, as you know, I do discos and stuff, so I'm really busy with the discos at the moment. There's because of COVID now finishing, all the just a little decal sheet there. Look at that. With, you know, weddings coming back into force now. I've not really had much. I've not done modelling for over a month. The Concorde, it just had a coat of enamel paint. I put a picture up in the community posts. So that's something else I bought for cheap, and I thought I'd have a little crack at that. So, my email sent. Now on the bench working in German land, Waschen Schlepper in 1-72 Hobby Boss. Fair enough. Hi Ferris Hunter, nice to see you. An MP Plastic. I'm going to build the Bearcat in 1-32 scale from Trumpeter. Yeah, and this kit will go to I'll put in a sticker as well. I've only got many of these stickers. I'm gonna get some more stickers printed, so I'll send that away to you, my friend. And I just hope you come back to FX. That's all I can do. But no, so at the moment I've got to get this done for the library. It's just had a coat of enamel. I'm going to leave that to dry overnight. It's, well, to be fair, it feels dry, but give it another 24 hours. I'll give that another coat, and then I'm going to have to do something about this because I'm missing. I can't fucking think what I've done with it. I've looked everywhere. I thought I'd keep it safe so it doesn't get, because it was bent, you see. I thought I'd flatten it down. Can I find the fucking decal? Can I ask? Oh, it's pissed me right off. I've looked everywhere. I've looked in all the nooks and crannies. No, I can't find that little piece of decal. It's got to be somewhere. I was just, So what I will do is, I might even just ask Airfix if they got, or I might just buy it. They're not out of stock, aren't they? The what's it called? It's out of stock. And also this came as well. Have you heard about the Beagle Basset that Airfix are releasing? Has anybody seen that being listed? Haven't seen that? Well, I've got a copy here. There you go. There it is. If I bring it up to the camera, hopefully it will. It's a miniature version of the Basset. It's a somebody gave it to me as a joke. But it's actually, what are they called? What are those? Come on, focus. Okay, there you go. You see that? Oh, I can't find the camera now. Well, there you go. Focus. There you go. Brilliant. It's basically from what do they call it? Doll's house. It's for a doll's house. I thought it was quite cute, but it's a little Beagle Basset box. Yeah. So when they said, "Oh, I've got you the Beagle Basset," the buggers didn't. They were lying. It's just they must print it off or something. It's tiny, isn't it? Absolutely tiny. Yeah, I think it's made of cardboard as well, but it's even got an edge to it as well. Can you see that? Brilliant. So yeah, that's coming out this year as well. ME262 Airfix B1 Night Fighter is another with primer in the moment. With primer in this moment, beautiful plane. I've never built an ME262. Never built one. Lord Boardford says, I'm in the middle of moving house, so the wife had me pack up all my modelling stuff up 2 weeks ago. Don't move till end of the month. Fucking hell. But then again, life gets in the way, mate, doesn't it? I mean, when I moved into here, crumbs. I've actually moved this bench. Is that not going to focus? Focus. Let me find something to put on there. So it'll focus. Focus. Come on. Focus. It's not going to focus. Come on. Focus. Come on. There you go. Right. What was I saying? Yeah. Because I moved down in this room first at a little bench. If you look on my video, my Scale Modelers Workbench video on my channel, tells you all about my top box, my spray booth and everything. Cheers, Nigel, mate. Have a good night. I basically moved everything up to the attic, which was easily done. We had it all refloored, and then we come across a problem where condensation was going up, so the heat was rising, hitting the underside of the tiles, and because there was so much stuff in there, it wasn't allowing air to breathe through. So things were getting really damp. So what I had to do then was bring everything back down into this room and rebuild it again. But it's still a mess because I haven't quite got everything all away. Let's have a look at this. Cheers, Plastic Monkey. Have a good evening and hopefully see you soon, my friend. I've got your sticker on my bench now, and on my toolbox, I think. Is that the one you gave me? Is that the with the cars? Is that, let's have a look. No, Rally Car Miniatures. Oh yeah, Plastic Monkey. Yeah, I've got it. I've got your Plastic Monkey sticker on my toolbox. I'll put a picture up in the community post. I haven't heard of him. I think he went to university and that's it. Just got an Airfix mystery box to try to get into model building, having a go at the Mitsubishi Zero first. So Mitsubishi Zero, I have one of them somewhere. Very good kit. Really enjoyed it. I put the tips of the wings up, which was nice. I've also got here. I've got an original. Come on. Right. There we go. Whoops. Right. So let's go down. That's the original Mitsubishi Zero. Which the decals with pants on them. But I was going to do this as a bit of a fun build because to be fair, the plastic doesn't look too bad. I've got an original one as well, which I've built somewhere. I think that's up in the library as well. Or is it? I did have some decals. I bought some extra decals for this one as well. But then that'll be a nice little build for you. Original, classic. It's all there. Really nice build. Hasegawa Airfix and Tamiya 172. Airfix is the best around value, but Tamiya kit is it good? The Tamiya kit, is it? I've yet to see one. But yeah, so that's an old vintage classic one of these, you know. Not much cockpit detail, you know. But yeah, that's a bit of a vintage classic one for me. So I've got that one as well. Oh, get back up there. I think that's it really. That's it. Oh. This will be one that I'd like to see released again, retooled, or even sent as a vintage classic. My original old Touring Zero took flight out of the window, yeah. So the Tamiya Zeros are highly reliant on when they were made. Some of the older ones are meh. What are the price of them anyway? Tamiya Zero, so look on eBay. So I know people say, oh, it's eBay. But eBay seems to be one of the places to get cheap ones. Tamiya Zero 172. One here for £10.99. I suppose it's the Zeke one, is it? Is that the one that you've done? 20 quid. See, 20 quid. How much is the Airfix Tamiya one? The Airfix Zero. A tenner. A tenner. A tenner. So that's the difference. The 20 is the 10. See, and then people say that Airfix is dear. Airfix is dear. Decals need to be put in the sunlight for a bit, I think. But all so what's the opposite of recessed panel line? Raised panel line. All raised panel line on this one. I think if I'm right, it's got the worst sticking them two together. What a bastard. See, 2 halves for a cockpit screen. What a bastard that will be. Yeah, makes you cry, doesn't it, thinking about it? But yeah, that's and the instructions are just non-existent in this one, I don't think. But yeah, there's the I'd like to see them rebuild that or retool that one or send it as a vintage classic. Let's have a look at that. What's that? Airfix one is decent and affordable. Tamiya has more detail and they made almost every version. But if you're standard model 22 or 52, you might as well go for Airfix. Fair enough. A 1 to 24 scale 0. There you go, Airfix. There's one for you, I reckon. If they build, but they're just not into it, are they? They're not into doing Japanese stuff, really, are they? Which is a shame. Just looking at all the kits I've got here at the moment, I've had a bit of a clear out of kits. There's the Mosquito that I'm going to be giving away as a prize. That video's been going on for a while. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the signed one. Don't want to get that away. The other. I did a video on this one. Well, that one there, the Fiat G50, original and new. Do you think they would though? Do you think people would buy a 0 in 1/24 scale from there's the two little, it's got the tiniest of tiny little plane, this, isn't it? Might be fun to build one night. There's a bit of fun. Exploded view, I think, on the instructions on this one. Is it exploded view? Yeah, basic instructions. Pilot, seat, man, all in. One little bit of yeah, gearing up, gearing down. One to build while you paint. What's the paints on this one? 24, 33. Apparently they were saying that some of these vintage classics, the paints aren't available in acrylic for some of these. But you could build the two together. There's the Fiat 650 original bagged version and this version here. But to be fair, you're paying for the decal sheets when you get these kits, in my honest opinion. And then the other one I want to build is the is it Aichi Val? The Aki Val? Aki, is it, that's how you say it? Nice decals there for Mr. Mock. Nice little kit to put together. All raised panel lines and everything. One piece engine. Yeah, definitely worth it. The 0 would be far the best selling 1/24 Japanese kit, but I fear it would struggle to sell anywhere near well enough. How many tools is in the Hellcat? The 1/24 Hellcat? Wasn't that 9 different tools for that one to make that a reality? Somebody must know in the chat. Somebody must know. See, easy again. 2 pilots. 1, 2. Put them together, and what have you got? Little bomb with the frame at the bottom there. Little bomb with the frame. Missile. Yeah. And that's the colours you need. What was the colours then? What colour was it you needed? Don't know. I think I've got the colours here for that one. So that's another kit to look at building. I think that's basically it for me tonight. What time is it? I've been on for nearly 2 hours. Aichi, yeah, that's right. Aichi. I remember Airfix betting it out. I couldn't remember how it was said. Dave Murphy, I find I'm a bit heavy-handed when removing small parts. I'm having to try to fix small parts. Yeah. 9, I think it was. Paint namer, higher paint namer. My old Val tooling followed my 0 out the window. Fair play on that one. Fair play, fair dinkum. Yeah, right. So this one's built now. So hopefully, I get that stick out. We will be able to try out these paints tomorrow. I'll film it and I'll airbrush it over and see how we get on. See how we get on with them. They did a new cape, but not a new Val. Did they do the cape as a limited edition Airfix kit? Wasn't the cape a limited edition Airfix kit for the club members? Answers on a postcard, please. Battle of Britain. So what plane's Battle of Britain then? It would be the Hurricane, Spitfire, what other planes was it for Battle of Britain? Yeah, captured one for members. Is that the one that was had the flags on? It was like a surrender plane. Did I recall that correctly? Is that correct? Defiant. Yeah. Defiant. I was trying to think then in my mind. Did they do a Defiant in 148 FX? Lenin wouldn't be, would it? The Bowfire. Airfix did a 148 in 2016. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They had the green cross, didn't they? Yeah, there wasn't Airfix. Yeah. Wasn't the Bowfighter after Battle of Britain? Have a Battle of Britain version, all in 148. Lancaster B from HK Models, Hurricane from Artillery, Spitfire from Tamiya. I don't think the Blenheim would be Battle of Britain. Gladiator. It's a good shout. Because Airfix do a Gladiator, don't they? 148. Or don't they? Or maybe Airfix don't do a Gladiator. Airfix. Gloucester Gladiator was used in a dogfight double against the Junkers JU-87R. They did that as a kit. So there, the Gladiator could be, but they don't do it in 148. Yeah. Yeah, Blenheim, Battle of Britain. Okay, give you that one. Bowfighter not. No, I was going to say. I know that. So the Blenheim was Battle of Britain, was it? Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, I can remember about Blenheim, but the Bowfighter was after, wasn't it? Was Bowfighter 1942 when it was even thought of? Okay. Wait, yeah, might have done. Jax, that's a good little look. But I wouldn't necessarily look at it and go, that is Battle of Britain for the Bowfighter. 1940 was it for the Blenheim? Or was that for the Bowfighter? Yeah, the Bowfighter was 1940, wasn't it? The Lysander was included. Was it really? The Lysander. That was a hell of a plane, wasn't it? Lysander. That would be 48 though. I'm yawning. Yeah. Sorry, crazy. Where are you driving to, crazy? Anyway. 148. Do Airfix do one? No, they don't. Kits. Airfix don't do one in 1 to 48, but in 1 to 72. See, that could be on for a retool, the Lysander. Because Airfix last release with Airfix 1973 was a new tool, the Lysander. This is a 172, by the way. And then the last time it was put out was in 2008. That's 14 years ago as a new box. So if anything's going to be, God, look at it, man. I've forgotten what a weird looking plane that is. I assume then that that could be on par as a vintage classic because it's pre-Hornby. That's how they judge them. Any tooling that's pre-Hornby. So Hornby was bought out Airfix in 2005. Any tooling pre that year is on the cards to be released as a vintage classic. Captain VFC, what's your Fiat CR.42 then? What manufacturer is that? That is an Airfix, is it? Because the only Fiat that Airfix did was, well, they did a couple, didn't they? They did two. They did the Fiat G91, which, if I remember, is it G91? They did the G50 with which is the BIS, which is what it should be. It's called the BIS, isn't it? Which they've released as a vintage classic. When it came out in 1967, so it's a 50-year-old kit. And didn't they do a Fiat Jet, the G92? Just look it up on the computer a minute. Fiat G, yeah. Well, I think that's a Hella one, isn't it? No, it's Airfix. So 1959 tool that was. Crumbs, look at that. Pure white as well. Like the decals, like a red lightning through that one. So the B29 Super Fortress. Yeah. The thing is with the B29, there's loads of decal options, isn't there? The last time they released that, according to this, was 2008. So another kit that could be a vintage classic. That'd be a hell of a big kit, though, wouldn't it? The only Airfix, do because they did that. They did the MiG, didn't they? That's the Russian one I know. Don't think they did any Yaks. Have a look if you want. The Lavoshkin, isn't it? No, it's not Lavoshkin. The Mikhail Gorovich, is it called? Just looking at brands for full kits, and I don't see. Oh, Airfix. There you go. Airfix did a Yak 9D as a starter set. The Yakolev Yak 9D, sorry. So they've done a 9D, and they do it as a starter set. Well, I'll be buggered. Which was a 1963 tool, and they relaunched it as a starter set in 2000 when they had. Wow, fucking hell! I want to share the screen. Share the screen. Share screen. There you go. Look at that. Why can't they put that poly cement in a starter set? Well, proving they can. Because they did it back in 2000 sometime. Italy, yeah, they do a lot of Fiat planes. G50, CR42 plus 2 bombers. Just seen cool box art for a re-release. What? Didn't know that existed. Show me, Jack. Send me a link. But yeah, so Airfix could, if they wanted to, do the poly cement with the needle. I've done a few Yaxmans, Vesta. I've also, do you remember the what were they called again? They were really, really bad kits. KY, yeah, no, is it KM models or something? I did one of them before, years and years ago, mind. Years and years ago. Anyway, crumbs, I've been on for 2 hours, 10 minutes, nearly midnight here in the UK. I'm going to have to go to bed. So that P models, I'll send him a Wildcat, and there's somebody else who needs to send a Wildcat to as well. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. If you want to come and join me on one of these chats, you know, from your model bench, so have a camera set up and see yourself build, and we can have these chats again if you like. I'll be quite happy to do videos with people and have a chat, you know, about the world of modelling. But it's been really good tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And remember, if you are a channel member or want to become a channel member, they start from a couple of quid up to £8, I think it is. Yeah, please, Captain. I would love to get you on board. If you want to come and chat with me and I'll, you know, and talk models, because I love talking models while I'm building. Please do come along, and we'll get you on, most definitely. Yeah, if you want to come and join us, yeah, do it. But yeah, if you want to become a channel member, the idea is I'm going to start, when I do the zines, you'll get sent one in the post free of charge. I'll pay for the postage and the price of them. When I get like about 20 or 30 regular channel members, not subscribers, but actual members, I'll be doing a lot more members only streams, and actually, you know, probably talking face to face and stuff. You know, but anything you can do to help the channel, please do. Please like, subscribe, and share, and become a channel member. And I am going to be giving more giveaways away because I want to give back to the community. But I want to say thank you again, Captain VFC, for joining me. Sam, Nigel's Modelling Bench, go check him out. He's got a brilliant channel, does some really nice builds. Ice Queen, yeah, if you want to chat with her, she's quite good as well. With Plastic Monkey and her crew. Morrowind, ES19, thank you for joining me. Crazy Lilka, great to see you again. I hope you have a safe drive. Just PM me and tell me what you're driving or whatever. You can also directly contact me if you've got a Discord. You can contact me on Discord. There's a link in the description actually of the Scale Model Club, or on Facebook. You can contact me through Facebook. There's a MOS 6510 Models Facebook page, which is linked to the Scale Model Club Hasegawa Revel Airfix. So if you want to join me on there, I always chat and post stuff on there. I'm on Instagram, but I don't really answer messages on Instagram because 9 times out of 10 is just spam. But there's ways of contacting me. But also, if you are a channel member, you do get more time with me. And as I said, if I can get a good 20 or 30 members paying £1 to £5 or £8 a month, that would be really good, because all I do with the money is put it back into the channel. I don't make any money from it. So, but yeah, thanks, Jack Channel, for joining us. PJ Lewis, yeah, definitely be seeing you. Good old number 2 here. And yeah, enjoy, lads and lasses. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers all.